Well, obviously, the coronavirus pandemic has changed the way in which South Africans spend their holidays. Our reporters, I guess on all of our behalves, are exploring the country and experiencing what SA tourism has to offer behind a mask, I guess. We're going to talk to Nqobile Madladla, joining us from the Eastern Cape, and also Justin Ford in Port Alfred. To both of you, a very warm welcome. Nqobile, let me start with you. Where are you and what have you been experiencing today?
Well, Jeremy, we started in the morning on the Orange River and we managed to make our way to our service station where we got to see people dancing for us. But also, before that, we had managed to see some of the families just enjoying their day out and about, and spoken to some of the kids and all of that to just hear how they feel like. And most of them just in jolly mood. It is the festive season, just enjoying the time. But now we are in the CBD. Now, where we are, it's Komani, which is also known as Queenstown in the CBD. We're just monitoring, Jeremy, understanding that Eastern Cape and that Queenstown at some point was one of the areas that had to be watched, one of the hotspots, just monitoring how people go about with their lives. So what we have noted so far, Jeremy, is that a lot of people are adhering. In fact, they've got their mask on. The problem, though, Jeremy, what we have seen is that social distancing still seems to be one of those things that are lagging behind. But joining me now is a gentleman here who lives here, and I just want to ask you, Baba, wena ngokakho kwenzeka kanjani ukuthi ube safe ngaso sonke isikhathi?
Siswami ngokwenene ngibulele elithuba njenga uyibona idolophu ixakekile kanjena, kodwa bayakhona abantu ukuzigcina noko bephethe isanitizer njengoba ubona. Ewe ye-social distance ke kuba kuxakekile, sibona nathi leli xesha enyakeni uDisemba kanjalo, kodwa siyazama ukhupha. Ndizama ke u-encourage nabanye ke ukuthi ingaske noko sikwazi usebenzisana like nalanto bana babe khona aba bantu bazaloko begada kuma-hotspot eziba noko kusanitizwe, imaski inxitywe kanjalo nje. Kodwa ke noko abantu ezibasibona kubhizi xakekekile ngoDisemba, kodwa bayakwazi noko ukhupha kwinto yonke. Nangwentetha kamongameli sizamile uyilandela imiqathango ayibekileyo phambi kwethu, kukubulela nje kanjalo sisam.
Just the gentleman there that we managed to speak to, Jeremy, he is in the CBD, he was just on his way, just explaining to us that it is such a tough thing for them to make sure that there is some social distancing because of the situations that they find themselves in. But just let's carry on here. We have some of the people that work here. Now, this is their working space, even though it's open. Now we understand, Jeremy, from our understanding is that they use sanitizers and they also have masks, as you can see. And when they're working with their clients, they've got some masks and they carry on basically making sure that they observe protocol. But as you can see, Jeremy, mainly, even though they are working on the streets, we can see that they are observing protocol.
All right, Nqobile Madladla, thank you very much indeed. About 3 hours away, southeast of where you're standing, on the R67 highway from Komani, we go to Port Alfred and to my colleague Justin Ford. Justin, good afternoon to you. A popular holiday venue in years gone by, I would imagine, come this time, it would be heaving with people.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jeremy. Absolutely. And we made our way from the Addo Elephant National Park this morning towards a popular farm stall and eventually landed up in Port Alfred just about an hour ago. We had made a few attempts to hopefully speak to a representative at the Port Alfred Hospital where we do find ourselves, and he unfortunately has had to decline, basically saying to us that the national authority, at least the health authority in the Eastern Cape, they are the people that are allowed to speak to us on camera, so there's nothing that he can offer. We did, however, speak to a few people in the vicinity, and there does seem to be an increase in positive cases in this particular region. We saw last night that based on the health minister's statistics that the Eastern Cape has seen a marginal decrease in daily infections. However, they do have the highest number of deaths in terms of COVID-19. But with that being said, many in the region are still excited for the festive season. I am due to speak to one of the organizers from Outdoor Focus. They own a company in Port Alfred that enlists various activities for holiday goers to go and enjoy. Yes, they acknowledge it is a beach designation, somewhere where people just come and enjoy cruises, water activities, but they are saying that there's so much more to come and enjoy, and this is what we'll hopefully focus on, as you know, we want to still highlight the fact that people can travel. Make sure that you are safe, sanitize, keep your mask on, so that this hospital here in Port Alfred does not have to take in a lot more admissions in terms of the COVID-19 case. What we've also heard is that the Garden Route municipality, they are coping pretty well in terms of admissions, and in fact welcome any other cases, if there's overflows in this particular region or anywhere close by, that they too can hopefully admit those cases to hospital.